morning. I've just actually been down to that pool there. I've been used the spa, sauna, steam room, tried to wake myself up a bit. It's just coming up to 8 o'clock. We're going sort of that way. That is the way to the airport. I've had my bearings wrong this whole time. That's how we're actually looking west here, so towards where we've been filming the last couple of days. Yesterday, yeah, so after the the presidential palace and all that shenanigans, myself and Tom went out in San Jose. We had a really interesting meal, sort of Caribbean influenced cuisine, and then we went for a few drinks in a little bar, and that's why I'm feeling like I haven't slept very much, because I haven't. Anyway, we're off to the airport. We're flying to Miami, and then we're transferring onto a little flight, and we go from Miami to Orlando, which is where we are tonight.
Welcome to another episode of Toby's Stupid Vlog.
Hold onto handrails.
Welcome to Orlando.
The doors are now closing.
It's been a full year since we landed here.
The APM is now departing. Please hold onto the handrails. The next stop is terminals A and B.
Which is presumably that building over there.
Hello, this is Orlando Mayor Buddy Dyer.
Hello, Orlando Mayor.
I want to welcome you home. If you're one of our 75 million visitors, welcome to the city.
Welcome to another hotel. This is the Hyatt Regency Orlando Airport, because we're not leaving the airport today. Let's have a look what's going on there. We have our lavatorials and a bath shower shenanigans. Excellent. I'm exhausted, so that's grand. Yes, so tomorrow we are filming in West Orange, which is sort of northwest of Orlando, basically. And then we're flying out of here to Atlanta in the evening, about 24 hours from now. And as you can tell, we are in the airport. So that's exciting. If we... Oh look. Go and sit in there for a little bit. Glamorous. There we are. There's the... well, there's an American Airlines jet taking off. And there is the Delta terminal, which we'll be going out of tomorrow. I think there's a pool around here somewhere, but it might just be a lie. I'm going to see if I can find out. Yes, it is hot out here. I know it doesn't look it, but it is hot. And there's a pool with a view of air traffic control, which is slightly mental, and also a view of the runways. Southwest jet taking off. That's slightly nuts. I love it. I'll be coming back here to do some swimming in. No, that one's in the boot. And it doesn't have audio.
Ah, fair enough. Yeah.
That's it. That's the only downside. We're now finally leaving Florida. To Atlanta.
So much coffee.
It's a view from the Atlanta SkyTrain. Don't put gang signs on me. Here we are again, view of Atlantic Square, much like last year, also in the dark. We might see Atlanta in daylight tomorrow for the first time ever, on the 4th day of being here. Georgian sunrise, it's coming. So this part of Atlanta is Buckhead, and it's a lot of posh hotels and big apartment buildings, as you can see. Some more over there. And downtown Atlanta, you might be able to see over in the distance there. We are going to a place called Lilburn, which is in sort of northeast suburb, to meet the mayor and a marching band. So we're done filming. As you saw this morning, we jumped in the high car, big red thing, and we drove off. I think I put a bit of the time lapse in of us driving around. Anyway, so we just got back after filming. Very good shoot, as far as I can tell. Haven't looked through everything, but pretty comfortable with it. We just got back and bloke greets us at the concierge desk and he says to Joe, "Are you Mr. Bone?" It's like, yeah. He goes, "This is our car." So it turns out there's 2 red Yukons in the parking garage. One is an XL, which is theirs, and one is not, which is ours. And this morning, the concierge grabbed the wrong car, and we didn't pay too much attention because it was red and big and it was the right brand. And we hopped in. We've been driving around town in their car. They came down to the desk to pick up their car, and they're like, "It's not here." It's massive panic. They had to ring Hertz, and they were like, "Well, can't we take their car?" No, apparently Hertz wouldn't allow that. But so they had a whole hoo-ha for about 20 minutes just as we rocked up and came back. And they were like, "Oh, thank God you've come back." They thought we'd gone to the airport, or who knows, they didn't know where we'd gone. So anyway, that was quite moderately hilarious. Anyway, we're going to go out, have some lunch, and then we've got another flight this evening to Nashville. Look, it's Atlantic Square and it's daylight. It's ridiculously hot. It has been all day, to be honest. It's been sweltering. That's where we're staying, in the Westin, the tall white building there. We've just had some lunch and True Food, which is there. Very nice, tasty, healthy shenanigans. I bought a memory stick. I now need to go and send a load of stuff to an American TV network, so I'm going to have to walk through the heat. It's pretty bad. Anyway, we are heading off to the airport shortly because Atlanta traffic gets pretty bad, and we probably want to check in at sort of 5 o'clock-ish. It's now 3:15, so we probably need to leave at 4. Drive around, probably, hopefully, in the right hire car this time because we've got to give it back, so helps if we give back the same car we hired. And then Nashville will be picking up an almost identical one, probably in a different colour, but that's a problem for another day. Well, no, a problem for another city. We get there tonight. It's 1 hour behind, so, and the flight takes 1 hour, so we basically arrived when we left. Surreal. It's about I don't know if it looks as hot as it feels, but it is about 33, 34. The shade is pleasant and the sun is just ridiculous. Anyway, I'll see you on the plane.
242. Would be more long.
She was within 35, yeah. So to give her credit, 209 was the spot we were given, and as you can see, there's no car. It's complimentary because we're gold members. This is a Chevy Tahoe, which is very much like whatever we were in before. Which I can't remember now because I'm too tired. But it was also Chevy. No, it was a GMC. Yeah. Let's go.
Turn right onto 2nd Avenue North, then turn right onto Gay Street.
These are cool, yeah. Just tell me if I'm being completely insane.
Welcome to our first 21C hotel. These are museum hotels, so called. They have art galleries and art installations all around the place. It's very nice. I've already made a complete mess of it. Bathroominess. It's got a walk-in shower. Lovely. It's very modern, very contemporary. And we're in Nashville, and I love Nashville, so that's great. We're now going to go back to Woolworth, which is an amazing restaurant on the site of where the civil rights movement began. Side note, there's penguins in the corridor. I'm sure that's perfectly normal. And there's an art installation in the lift, which I'll show you in a sec. It's more art. Every street's got character here. Every bar, and everyone is everyone's a musician. Woolworth restaurant open. Yeah, this place does really good ribs, so that's all you need to know. Because ribs are amazing. You're going to use them as security guards?
No, I wouldn't ask my mum. Are you going to guard my door?
Elevator art installation, which is, I don't know, a horse's eye view of eating and then the same shot put through a kaleidoscope. Slightly odd. So the sun's up, it's going to be another scorching hot day, 35-ish or something. And we're going to Hendersonville, which is just down the road really, and is famous for being a school that turned out both Johnny Cash and Taylor Swift. Hi, welcome to another 21C hotel. As with the last one, these are sort of art galleries come hotels. This one's, as you can see, quite a big industrial room. Massive, flipping great pillars, and I haven't actually checked out the bathroom yet. Let's have a look. Where's the light switch? Very similar. Walk-in, shower, rubber duck, toilet. Might take that duck, but hang on. Let me just get the keys. Right, reason is I just want to show you outside. Now, imagine in your head what you think a hotel corridor looks like, okay? You got that vision? Ready? Does it look like a massive warehouse? A big echoey warehouse. Because it probably doesn't, does it? at the art. That is some art. That appears to be a storage locker. These are the penthouse rooms, I think, with the glass shenanigans, which is where Dan and Tom are sharing tonight. It's also very echoey.
That's Tom's room. Your room's up there. It's the same property.
Okay, this is the 6th floor of the 21C. This is a penthouse. Not that. What's that? That's the coat closet. What's going on? Welcome to room 501.
This is our room.
Fucking hell. Okay. This is like a regular room. This looks a bit like my room, and then this is the massive living suite. There's another room over there. There's a television that's bigger than my flat. And there's a small tower. Oh my god, you got a water tower! Holy shit! It's check out that! That's very cool. And there's Oklahoma. Yeah, it's quite big. It's quite big. It's pretty enormous. And you got a small garden, so that's nice. The biggest space I've ever seen.
in my life. Yeah.
So hang on. So
This is bigger than my flat.
Check out 7:30 tomorrow morning. We go to bed now.
yeah, not bad idea. Have a rest. Oh, wine fridge. Jesus, look at the size of that fridge. Sub-zero.
Got some twins.
Insane. You just keep going round and round and round. Okay. Hello, Elvis. Good morning. Here's some art. There's Barry. There's some flowers. There's some random babies. What else we got? A penguin. This is the Myriad Botanical Gardens in downtown Oklahoma. And that is the Devon Tower, which is quite big. It's really big by British standards, it's insane. And then this is a big glass house thing because you need to go somewhere where you can feel warmth. Why do they need to keep their plants in a glass house? It genuinely doesn't make any sense why they put their plants in a glass house. Like, you do that in cold climates to keep your plants warm. It isn't cold, it's like 32 degrees. This is called Thunder Mountain. And it replicates being in a thunderstorm, which is nice because it seems to rain around here much. This is the Crystal Conservatory, which is a botanic garden, so as you can see, coconuts, and those are palm fruits up there, and all sorts of things I see in the Canaries now and again. Oh, here's some animals. Check out this dude. Hey dude, what's up? Still stinking hot. That's the bridge, indoor botanicals that we just went through. Gonna go for a wander up here. This is the memorial to the Oklahoma City bombing. That's 901. And that's 903. Interesting. And these are all the chairs that represent the people that were killed. And I believe there's a plaque over there with names on the wall. And there's a museum over there. Here's a bit more of the art in our hotel. Looks slightly ghostly, doesn't it? It's just etched on a mirror. We're just coming in to land at Charlotte, where we change over and fly out to Huntingdon in a few hours. That's the airport. Did I mention we've got to Huntingdon? So you saw the flight in, and we'll be filming on the pitch, which we've just seen, and here we are.
Quite nice, the XT6.
Oh, is it? This is standard Top Gear behaviour.
Yeah, standard, you know, Chrysler XT6 400, looking sharp, black edition.
Rough cost?
I would think that's got a list price of about $57,000,
Okay,
give or take.
that's not bad.
No, it's just slightly below the Escalade.
Penultimate hotel of the trip. I realised I didn't film this last night. The bathroom's quite nice, to be honest. But quite what there's a microwave. I'm not sure. It's fine. It's a Fairfield, which is a Marriott. I get a nice view of the car park. We got to go and film the school president this morning. And I've got to have some breakfast. And then we're going to get on a couple of planes and go to a very nice hotel in New York. There's the view. Back down to Huntingdon. It's like 7:45 in the morning. It's beautiful temperature. It's a hotel. It's less glamorous, but the setting's nice. That is the back of John Marshall, founder of Marshall University, former Chief Justice and revolutionary soldier, apparently. 1837, that's when this university was formed. And we're now packing up and going to the airport. Back to Charlotte and then to LaGuardia.
I'd say the project's a bit worse.
This this entity here, which again is catered to the youth and all the other privileged kids in town, and she enriches them educationally. She nourishes them. I mean, it's unbelievable.
What a woman!
And
what a
yeah, and without her, you know, there's again, you know, she's part of the team. It's there's not an us.
It has been a very long day, but here we are in the TWI hotel. Now, you can probably make out a bit of the terminal there, but hang on. Let me turn the light off and this become better. There we go. This is the TWA hotel at JFK Airport, and it was the old TWA terminal and now it's a hotel, and it's pretty amazing, but it's late and I'm exhausted and I've still got to film one more bit. This is the corridor. Gets you in here. As you can see, everything is very highly stylised and designed to look as it would have done in the 50s, although it was a terminal then and not a hotel. You might recognise this from like Catch Me If You Can, what have you, some of it was filmed here. It's long sloped corridors. They're quite amazing. Last flight of the day. So this is a bar, believe it or not. And this is obviously a fake runway. So that's good. And there's where we just were. There's the TSV logo. Nice nice props. I mean,
Well, I know that, but I mean, you know, I'm just saying, I'm just being kind.
So talk to me, tell me, how was everything?
Still on this work. That's what I was saying before. I feel that should be like pitching to people in the.
curious, what's this? There's obviously something around there.
You have to have quite long legs though, don't you? Because I mean, I can barely reach this. And there's no moving forward, is there? There's no like...
You can't adjust the seat because it's one seat for all of you.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Good luck parking this in like a Tesco's car park.
The steering's not exactly...
But I mean, it's so... It's occurred to me that it's a Friday night and I should actually do a word of the week and a sign off because I haven't done those at all whilst we've been here. So, I mean, this is a very impressive room, but as we established from the restaurant is if you don't close your blinds, you can see directly into the rooms and you see some things that you can't unsee. So we're going to move on from that. Let's do a word of the week. And let's do it quickly because I'm fading. So a word of the week this week is going to be airport because I have been to, I think this is my 12th airport. Been 13 flights, 12 airports, 8 or 9 states. I think we were in Ohio for about 15 seconds this morning. 12,200 miles. That's how far we travelled this week. Or we will have done by the time we get back to London. So airport is the word of the week. So first of all, in German, airport is Flughafen. And that is a masculine noun. So it's der Flughafen is airport in German. And in Italian, it's l'aeroporto, which is very straightforward. L'aeroporto, which is airport in Italian. So that was airport in German and Italian. That was this week's word of the week. This is the end of the vlog. Thank you very much for watching. I'm ever so tired. I will see you next week on a flight back to the UK.
Toby Stupid Vlog.